this, not really a challenge, but an offer that if you looked in your pantry or fridge and had some stuff you didn't really know what to do with, send me a message and I would. A friend of mine, Amanda, sent me a deal, and she really wanted to learn how to make turkey meatloaf, but that wasn't dry. So I'm going to give that a shot today, and I'll see if I can creatively pull this off. Obviously, turkey, there's always a problem with it. Even if it's 15% fat, it is dry. So what I did is sauteed some onions and peppers. This is half of an onion, half of a red pepper, half of a green pepper, a little salt and pepper, a little Progresso seasoned Italian, breadcrumbs, a couple of eggs, and then Parmesan cheese, which is probably all the fat we'll need in there to make it taste better. But I also ground about a cup and a half of mushrooms, and I ran them in a food processor, and that should give us a little bit of chew and some long-term moisture. And then just a little Worcestershire. Okay, that's the last of it. We'll see how this moves now. I'm going to throw about a half of a cup of cream of chicken soup in there. I know it's a 1950s remedy, but it'll work. And then this mayonnaise I'm going to spread over the top instead of ketchup with spices. Okay, so what I want to see is, I didn't make this too thick because there's just not enough paprika, salt, and pepper. Because, we're not making regular meatloaf, so it doesn't have to be barbecue sauce or chicken. Or it's really weird. We'll see what turns out in the oven. And then this one, I'm going to poach. I'm going to put it into a Ziploc bag, and I'm going to poach it at low temperature. We're not browning it anyway, and we're going to put something over the top. One, slow poaching in the water. You have enough water where this thing doesn't melt on the sides. And I'm not running this at a high boil. I just run it as a real low one. Okay, so this is the first one that came out of the oven. It took almost 30 minutes, and the deal is you need it to be 160 degrees inside. All right, now I have put enough moisture on this thing for this. Whoop, that part just fell apart. So let's go to the next one. We're gonna slice down, don't push, slice. All right, we got one. And two. All right, now my buddy tried this earlier, said it was dynamite. Okay, I would buy that. That's excellent. All right, we'll get the next one up in a minute. Okay, so I did the poached one. Gonna taste delicious. Looks not so much. I'm gonna see if I can roll it off of here. And then maybe I can put it in the oven. No? It's like a big pile of doo-doo. See if we can reform it. Then go into the oven. See if I can brown it. Alright. See if this works. Kill it. One that we basically poached and then put into the oven for about 10 minutes on 450 degrees. I did not oil the pan first, which is my fault, so I just scrape it a little bit. And now okay, so this was the one that I actually parboiled first and then put into the oven. And I brought my chief critic today. Chief critic.
Are you really going to let me do this
on camera, man. Turkey meatloaf.
Oh my God. Wait, is there tofu in it?
Oh, everything, everything. So what the deal was is people couldn't make one that wasn't dry, and so I solved that. I mean, it's like,
honey, your meatloaf is so good.
Oh dear Lord, here she comes.
I need a bigger plate.
She kills me. All right, how's
It's delicious. It's delicious.
Do you believe that? I don't know if I believe it, but it's
really
moist,
delicious.
and we all tried the other one. It's great. Thanks, Amanda.